Hello, if you've never seen me before, I'm Coin Ring Maker. I make coins like this into rings. Today we're going to be working on a 1989 quarter. We're going to be making this into a size 12. This is a really good looking quarter, so it should make a very nice ring. First thing we got to do is punch a hole in it. I'm just going to move that out of the way. Pop that in there and tighten this down. I am going to be getting started a little quick this morning because I'm just excited to work on something. I took all of yesterday off and usually make a ring every day. So I've been out of it for one day and I'm ready and raring to go. So we're just going to punch a hole right through this thing, okay? There we go. Good looking eagle center punch. How's it going, everybody? And if you want to get a coin ring from me, check this out, okay? This is my card. You go to coinringmaker.com, use the coupon code WELCOME. That'll save you 10%. You don't have to use the coupon code, but you can if you want to. Now, we're just going to knock this off of this punch here. Just like that, nice and easy. And there is our quarter. You guys ever seen a quarter with a hole right in the middle of it? Looks pretty cool. Unfortunately, when you punch a hole in it, it makes the edge right there pretty sharp. So I'm going to take a specialty tool here. This is called a Deburring Tool. Maybe plumbers or construction guys might have seen this before. We're going to use this to clean up that inside edge right there. And while I do this, this is kind of the slow boring part. I'll get real close for you, but y'all just tap the crap out of the screen, okay? Let's see if we can get to like 1,000 likes before I finish cleaning this up. And then we'll get to the fun parts of making this into a ring. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you'd like to check out my website, it's linked on my profile. There's lots of different cool coin rings on there, so make sure to check it out. And away we go. I'm just going to cut away at that sharp edge and smooth it out real nice. You think all the likes are yours? Could be. Well, I do appreciate you. Thank you very much, Joseph. Damn, we're on our way to 1,000 pretty quick. Thank you guys very much. That's awesome. Woo! Slipped a little. It's tricky to watch the phone and what I'm doing at the same time. So I'm going to focus on this. We'll get through it. There we go. For all the new viewers, you never see me before, I'm Coin Ring Maker. You can take a screenshot of this. That's my website and a coupon code for 10% off. There's lots of cool stuff on there, but what we're doing today is making a 1989 quarter into a ring for one of my customers. So you all feel free to check out the website. It's linked on my profile. It's also my username, so it's pretty easy to remember. I'd be happy to make something for you. All my coin rings are handmade here in the United States, made to order just for you. So we're going to go right from the coin to the ring that is sized for you. It's pretty cool. Yes, this is legal. If it was illegal, I wouldn't be doing it. And I've been doing this for over, like, close to 3 years. How much is a quarter ring? They are $25 for copper clad like this one, but I also have 90% silver for $125. And you can see we got a bunch of dark fire scale on there. Just gonna dry this off real quick. And then we'll get to folding and shaping it. Yeah, we got like 3,000 likes now. can we send you your own coin? So if you want to do a custom order, what I need you to do is go to my website. It's linked on my profile. Or just go to buycoinrings.com and then go to the menu. In the menu, there's a button that says contact me or email me. Through there, you can tell me about the coin you'd like me to work on. Just tell me what kind of coin it is, what year it is, what type of metal it is, and the ring size you need. And I can get back to you with a quote. If you can tell me what kind of coin it is right now, I can also give you a quote. I charge pretty much the same thing, whether it's my coin or your coin. So if you wanted to send me like a copper-clad quarter like this, it would be $25. If you wanted to send me a 90% silver quarter, it would be $125. What's the rarest coin I've used to make a ring? Well, the most expensive coin I've used to make a ring was a 1/4 ounce gold eagle. And that thing was like $680. But I do work on some older coins as well, some stuff that's over 100 years old. After we finish this one, we're going to be working on a Morgan dollar that is from 1921. But I wanted to start with a quarter to, warm up a little bit. But I'll show you the coin that we're going to work on after this one. It's pretty cool. Yeah, this bad boy right here. I don't work on nickels. Just because I don't really like nickels. They're like too small and too thick to really make good looking rings. So I basically start at quarters. I do mercury dimes, but I can't get them very big. Most of what I make is quarters, half dollars, dollars, and then 1 ounce fine silver rounds. So I do have some fancier stuff like that. Like I can make rings out of American silver eagles. I don't know. There's lots of cool stuff. Go to the website, check it out. It's pretty cool. You just cleaning them? No, we're making them into rings. We gotta stretch this one out. It's gonna be a size 12, which is pretty big. So we're gonna go over here to my ring stretcher and try and set my phone up all nice so y'all can see what's up. There we go. But yeah, y'all check out the website while I stretch this coin out. It's linked on my profile. Check out the shop. Lots of cool stuff there. Go get you something or get something for a loved one. They make really good gifts. I can do all 50 state quarters in copper and 90% silver. You can also pick the year if you'd like to do that. Lots of different types of coins to pick from. It's pretty cool. If you haven't yet, hit that follow button. And if you're really enjoying this live, there's a new button on my profile that says tip. You can go drop a tip if you like. If you really, really like this live, there's a star up by my username. That'll let you subscribe to me here on TikTok. For a small fee of, I think, $5.99 a month, you get a special badge over your name. And you get to drop, like, custom emojis in the chat that are exclusive to Coin Ring Maker TikTok lives, which is, I don't know, pretty cool. Either way, helps me out, so if you're interested in that. I currently have 2 subscribers, which makes me feel pretty cool. And I got my first tip this morning, so I'm feeling pretty good. You ever do the edge top method? Made my wedding ring that way with a silver quarter. It's a trip. Yes. So I started with super basic caveman tools. I've been making coin rings for about 3 years, and I started all the way at the bottom and worked my way up. So yes, I've done it the hard way, and now I do it my way. And let me tell you, these rings come out a lot better than they used to. Hit them with a hammer for 2 hours straight. But you gotta start somewhere, right? So we're trying to get this one up to a size 13 so we can reduce it down to size 12. Looks like I way overshot it. That says 14. That's okay. Now we're going to start reducing it. See if I've missed anything. Isn't this technically illegal? No. If you'd like to learn more about it, I do have a blog post on my website. It's linked on my profile. It's about a 5-minute read. It dives all the way into the law around making coins into jewelry. It was co-written by a lawyer just to make sure my bases were covered. But the real short answer is it's very similar to penny smashing machines. You might find at Disney World, SeaWorld, amusement parks, museums, national parks. They're all over the place, and they have been for decades. So as long as you're not fraudulently altering the coin or counterfeiting, it's not against the law. The key word in the law is fraudulent. And since you know when you order from me, you're going to be getting a coin made into a ring. There's no fraud here. And I share step-by-step how to do it. No, you're good. I get asked that question all the time. I bet if you hang out and watch me for another 5 minutes or so, somebody else will ask the same thing. So don't even worry about it. That's the reason I wrote the blog post. No, it's still illegal. I'm afraid it's not. It's perfectly legal. There are thousands of people across the United States who make coin rings every day. And as long as you're not committing fraud, and what an example of committing fraud by altering a coin would be, is if you took a penny and made it appear to look like a dime and tried to spend it, that would be illegal. So, not even close to what I'm doing. I'm just telling you, man, I've done the research. Like, I've been doing this specific thing for 3 years straight, right? I think I might know a little better if what I'm doing is legal or not. Especially since I'm doing it, live on TikTok in front of hundreds of people. There's bound to be, a police officer or a Secret Service agent watching sometime. They would have caught me by now, y'all. It's perfectly legal. Hey, man, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad. We're going to teach them. We're going to educate them. We're going to figure it out. It's okay. Some people are a little slower than others. There's nothing wrong with that. So there's our coin. We've got it at size 12. No, you're good. Let's see. I was just about to say they would have seen you by now. Exactly, right? Y'all go check out my profile. I've got 200,000 people following me. I'm pretty sure one of them would have tipped them off by now. There is our size 12. Now we're going to get all that fire scale off of here. There you go, penny smashing machines. Excellent example. I've got another example. Check this one out. Yeah. +1. +1,000. Yeah, here's another example of post-mint altered coins that are perfectly legally produced and have been for decades. Check these out. Where are they at? Wow, here we go. Y'all ever seen these before? These are called Colorized Quarters. These have been painted, basically, with a special machine. It just like stamps paint on there, colorizes the design. And you know what? This company that makes this sells this thing for way more than $1.25, right? This is post mint damage is what some people might call it. But yeah, totally legal to do this, as well as make things into rings. Does it show the year? Yes. It's a little dark at the moment. We're going to start cleaning it up, but the year is right on the top there. This one's a 1989. What's it cost to have one made? You can find all my pricing on my website. It's linked on my profile right there. There's lots of different types of coin rings I make. Since we're working on a quarter, this one's a copper-clad quarter. They go for $25. You can get a 90% silver quarter for $125. I got mine on eBay. That's one of the best places to get stuff like that. Seems I've heard this before. Yes. I get to repeat myself a whole bunch. So now we're going to get back to the process here. And what I used to do was rub this down with steel wool and then pickle it. But I found a new thing I like a lot more. This is called Mothers. This is an automotive polish. And once I get the majority off with the steel wool, the rest of it just kind of melts off with that polish. And we'll show you that here in a second. Yes, 1965 is a copper quarter. Copper can turn your finger green. What I recommend for that is clear fingernail polish. But if you're really worried about green finger, you can get a 90% silver quarter, and you won't have that problem. How do you gauge the size under or above the mark? So, since this band is pretty thin, I go right under the mark on the mandrel. Yeah, no problem. What coin am I working on next? This one. This is a 1921 Morgan dollar. It's going to make a bomb ring. Do people ever send me specific coins? Yes. Nice. 10 to 15% of people are allergic to silver. Huh. Are you allergic to silver? No, steel wool will not rub off the ear. It's just rubbing off the fire scale, which is kind of that dark surface layer that we got from heating it up. Actually, you're going to be able to see the ear a lot better once we get this polished up. I know, right? That's interesting. So they have to wear like gold, I assume. I don't know. Maybe steel. I know there's a lot of different metal allergies out there. So that's why I try and offer quite a few different types of metals with my coin rings. Huh. Well, that's a shame. So we got most of the black off of there. We're going to get the rest off with this Mothers. So I do triple check all my coins before I work on them. Yeah, that 10% copper. That's true. But I've never had anybody have a green finger problem with 90% silver. Like I've been wearing this one for days, and I got nothing. 90% silver quarter right there. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Nice. So if you want me to work on a coin, like you want to send me a coin to work on, what you need to do is go to my website, go to my store, go to the menu, click on email me, and then you need to tell me some stuff about the coin you want me to work on. You need to tell me what kind of coin it is. what year it is, what kind of metal it's made from, and the ring size you need. And from that information, I can give you a quote. Yes, silver quarters are 125, copper quarters are 25. So what I do right now is I just kind of coat this gently all the way around with that mother's, and I'm actually going to let it sit on here for a little bit before I start rubbing on it really hard. Because it seems like this polish, it just kind of eats away. So we're just going to let it do its work for a second there. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you haven't yet, go check out the website. It's linked on my profile right there, coinringmaker.com. You can use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10% off anything you order. That's my little thank you for watching me here today. Why is it so much more? Is it a different process? Well, the coins themselves cost quite a bit more than a quarter. So silver quarters can cost up to $10 a piece. And I have to cover expenses to run the business, taxes, inventory, tools, labor. So there's a lot that goes into making a ring that you guys don't see or might not understand. But the basic breakdown on like my profit margin is 1/3. So I get 1/3 of everything I make. And then 1/3 goes into like a tax account to just pay my taxes, and 1/3 goes back into the business. So don't go thinking I'm making $125 every time I make a ring. Like that's not 100% accurate. A gold dollar coin, if I emailed you, would you be able to do it? Size 7, how much? So is that like a Sacagawea gold dollar, or is that like an actual gold coin? You can see that shine coming up real nice. And as we rub that polish off, we get a bunch of black on the rag. That's a good sign. Can I send you a coin of mine and have it made into a ring? Yes. What you would need to do is go to my website, then go to my store website, or you can just go straight to buycoinrings.com. Tap on the menu button. There's a button there that says email me. Tell me what kind of coin it is, what year it is, what it's made of, and the ring size you need, and I can get you a quote. Making your living, homie. If they want it bad enough, they'll spend the money. I mean, sure, yeah. And I enjoy doing this, so I'd be making rings either way. But I much prefer to make them for customers. It's a Liberty dollar. Okay, so they use a really weird alloy on that coin. It's like 7 different metals all mixed together. So I have been a little cautious to make it into rings because I don't want people to have like an adverse reaction to that. Does that make sense? So I haven't really sold the Sacagawea dollars as rings because the metal they made them out of is so different. And I just worry about like safety issues with that. So there we go. We'll get a little closer here. Somebody was asking if you can see the date. I can see it pretty clearly. Got it nice and shined up. This will get a little bit more of a polish before we send it out. But that's the basic idea, and I don't think you guys want to watch me polish all day. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our next coin ring. It's going to be a 1921 Morgan dollar. This one's going to be a little more intensive. But it's going to come out pretty cool. We'll set this one aside for later. And again, this is a copper-clad 1989 quarter coin ring. These are $25 on my website. CoinRingmaker.com. Alright, so we're going to need to empty out this bowl. It's got a bunch of copper stuff in it. Copper stuff. Bang. Alright. No, I don't do any engraving at the moment. It's actually really hard. I tried it. I engrave like a third grader. It's not great. On the edge of his seat. Nice. All right. This is a really pretty coin, right? And if you actually look at the detail on the back here, the chest feathers are actually pretty good still. Unfortunately, a collector cleaned this coin. You can see the scratch marks kind of horizontally on the coin. So this coin is cleaned, which means it's lost all numismatic value. So we're going to make it into a beautiful ring. I'm just going to double check the size needed, and which side they want facing out. So I'll be right back with you. Y'all tap the screen a couple hundred times. We'll get this going. So it's going to be a size 8, and they want the heads side facing out. So we're going to have date out, have this nice ring of stars going around the outside. It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, now she's going to be showed off all the time. People are going to be looking at her. It's going to be a good deal. She'll no longer be hidden away in somebody's safe. Y'all say bye-bye. Anybody want a final look at her? No? Get her in the sights there. And punch a hole. Let's go. Almost got 5,000 likes. Who is she? She's Lady Liberty. There's those chest feathers I was talking about. Whack-a-mole. There we go. See, I really like these Morgan rings with this side facing out, because you get this nice, like the wings, and then you get In God We Trust right on the top. You get the wreath all the way around. But it looks really good both ways. That punch gets me every time. It's a good one. And they got a center punch keychain, so we're going to be making this into a keychain a little bit later. No, they got a pin. They got a pin. All right. Get the heck out of here. Man, it has been too long since we had some dumb bots. Goodbye. What size punch am I using? 1/2 inch. Almost everything I use a 1/2 inch. I really like the way the 1/2 inch comes out. Do you just eyeball the center, or does it center itself? This is actually a self-centering tool. It's a little pricey, but it's fantastic. So how it works is the top is kind of cone-shaped, And you can see where different size coins kind of settle in it. But as we tighten it down, it will automatically move the coin right to the middle. It's a genius tool. I absolutely love it. So now we're going to clean up this inside edge here real quick. While we do that, y'all just tap the crap out of the screen. Yeah, it's pretty fancy. I'm not going to lie. I spent about 1.5 years debating on whether I should get one or not. And then I finally barely had enough to afford it. And, I mean, it's paid for itself. Most certainly. It's a good tool. Whoa, we hit 5,000 already. I just started. My goodness. Okay, calm down. Let's get to 6,000. Let's do it. Let's go. Now we got this little collection bowl, and all my silver keeps just spilling right out the edge of it. Maybe I need a bigger bowl. Where do I buy the tools to start? If you go to the website linked on my profile right here, coineringmaker.com, there's a button that says recommended tool list. I've got a whole bunch of recommended tools there, links on where to get them, videos on how to use them. So go check that out. Yeah, eyeballing is not the way to go. Before I got this really fancy tool, I actually designed some self-centering guides. Like this. So you pop a quarter in here, you flip it over, you put it in a cheap little punch and die kit, and your 1/2-inch punch fits right in there like that, right? And then you can punch right in the middle of your coin. And these worked pretty well, but they're very coin specific. So this is a $50, that's a quarter. With this, I can put pretty much any coin in here. Use a magnet to clean the shavings. I mean, I could get the steel wool out like that, yeah. Yeah, silver is not magnetic, that's true. It sure is pretty, though. I've really grown to like silver quite a bit. I don't know, the first 30 years of my life, I never really touched the stuff. Never seen much silver. Now I get to play with it every day. It's pretty cool. Nice. Now we got that edge nice and cleaned up and smooth. And this one is actually 90% silver, so it's a lot stronger than a fine silver coin. So we're gonna have to use some elbow grease to get this thing down to a size 8 today. What do I do with the silver shavings at the moment? I keep them in this. Isn't this pretty? Look at that. Now this center punch we'll have to keep, because that's going to be a pin for the customer. But the rest of this just goes in here and chills. So a Morgan dollar coin ring is $2.50. And we're going to go ahead and heat her up, soften her up, and start folding her. Y'all like fire? Nothing better than precious metals and fire, right? Can't beat that. Yeah, we're gonna Swedish wrap for sure. water. All right, hop over here. Check her out. See, she's a little darker than the last time we seen her. That's okay. She's also softer than before. Dry this coin off a little bit and we'll start folding it. This is called a doming block. We're just gonna do our first fold here. Pretty exciting stuff. Let's go. Tell you what, this 100-year-old silver is tough. We got that far and it's already work hardened. So we're gonna go re-anneal it again. Look at my beautifully organized desk setup we've got here. Everything in its proper place. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you haven't followed me yet, hit that follow button, guys. What are you waiting for? We're on our way to 10,000 likes on this live, which is pretty damn good. I do appreciate it. Also, if you really like what I'm doing here, you don't want to order a coin ring from coinringmaker.com, but you'd like to support me, there is a little star up by my user's name up here. You see that star? You can tap on that and actually subscribe to me on TikTok now, like you'd be subscribing to me on Twitch. So it's like $5.99 a month, and it would be really cool to get a couple more subscribers. You know, I've currently got 2, which I think is pretty bomb. But we can always use a couple more. If you're interested in that, tap on that star. Give it a go. Whew. Tell you what, these things take some muscle. Alright, now we're going to try and find the proper size die to put this in. The scary thing about larger coins like this is the dies have such a big hole in them. If I push too far, it will actually fall through this die. And it doesn't damage the coin very much. It's just kind of scary. Yeah, I do. You're not wrong. I actually stood up to push that last one down. I said, raw, put my body weight on it. Where, oh where. So we're going to be real careful not to push this through the die. Get up nice and close for you guys. Ooh, we're almost at 10K. Let's go. Tap that screen, y'all. 10,000 likes. Woo. You also want to check that this is like even in here. You can see it's gone a little wonky. If we kept pushing it, it would make the ring wonky. So we want to recenter that. Make sure it's the same distance all the way around. See, that looks much better. Fingers getting tired from liking. Well, you can take a break. 10K, we got it. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Now we're getting dangerously close to the point where it will fall through the die. So I want to see if it will fit in the next one up. It's very close. Very close. I'll push it maybe a millimeter more. And then we'll anneal it and move to that next die. I shall rest now. Good job. Well done. Look at that. That's looking really nice. It's going to make a good looking ring, y'all. If you want to get you one of these, they're available at coinringmaker.com. This is a real Morgan dollar. It's a 100-year-old coin. 90% silver. And we're making it into a ring. Slowly but surely. But you know what? I don't mind. I'd rather do it the slow way and get a nice looking ring than rush around and screw this thing up. So we're gonna have a real pretty ring today, even if it takes a while. And thank y'all for staying and watching. I do appreciate it. I don't know what y'all are up to. If you're just sitting around at work watching me do this, but thanks for watching, you know? And if you haven't yet, hit that follow button, right? That way you can surely watch me some more at another time. Get to see all the cool little TikTok videos I make. Yeah. Thank you. I see them follows coming in. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Steve, for sharing the live. I don't get a lot of shares, so I appreciate it. Thank you. Now, this one is sold. I got this order last night and was so excited. I was like, we're gonna pop up, get up early tomorrow, and we're gonna make that thing. Yeah. Nice and close here for you. Get a better angle, tilt it down. There we go. Cinematic masterpiece. Beautiful. Yeah. Got it. Woo! Looking good. All right. Now I'm just going to sand this cut edge a little bit. Since this is going to be a size 8, technically I don't have to stretch it at all. We can go right into the Swedish wrap. So we'll anneal it one more time, wrap it in some tape, and start reducing it. Very satisfying. And here's a little shout out to Mr. Rush. He's not watching today, but he might catch this later. He bought me some coffee using the tip button on my TikTok profile. If you go right there, there's a tip button. I get 100% of those tips. It's way better than any other monetization here on TikTok. So if you really want to support me directly, that's the thing to do. You can go drop a buck or two, buy me some coffee, and say thanks for the content I'm putting up here and entertaining you.